Welcome, everyone. It is Rob. Welcome to Market Mornings for Thursday, November 17, 2022. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As we get started here, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendation. And Market Mornings is brought to you by WealthBuildersHQ.com. And if you like what you see here, folks, here's the various social platforms that we're on, blogs, podcasts, all of that, that you can go ahead and subscribe to. Follow along with everything that we post on a regular basis. All right, I want to start off by looking at the futures and see where we are there. We have a sea of red. The ES, which is the S&P, is down 35 points. The Dow is down 261. The Nasdaq's down 111. RUT's down 21. Bitcoin is up $15. Woohoo! All right. Ethereum's down 10. Gold is down 10 points. And crude is down $1.64 to 83 and jingle. Okay, so overall, looking bare, looking red today. Right, if we go and take a look at what's happening with economic reports today, 8:30, so just about 40 minutes from when I'm doing this, start of this recording, we got the Philly Fed coming out. 8 o'clock is FOMC Bullard speaking. Unemployment claims come out on at 8:30 as well with the Philly Fed, and FOMC, the 9:40, we've got a report. And then existing home sales comes out tomorrow, right? So we don't have a whole lot happening there tomorrow. All right, with that, let's go take a look at today's candidates. Built a watch list out for them. The trades from yesterday worked extremely well. My Lowe's trade paid off well, so I was very happy with that. But let's take a look at today's candidates. So first off is BBWI. They got an upgrade. Earnings on BBWI. And they are up $6.19 for that stock, right? So that puts them, let's bring that in a little bit, maybe a little bit too much. That puts them right now at 37.5. So we got above this 35.46. I need to see if this is too big of a distance in here, right? So we always look at the distance here. If you have 35.5 and call it 40.5, that's $5. This number right here that's under our fibit is 434. If that number is smaller than this distance, we need to split it in half. So we're going to add in two lines, that line and the one below it, which is the negative 136 and the 118. These are called fibits. They're Fibonacci pivots, right? They help guide us with how much movement is needed or possible normally within the course over the next 1 to 2 days. So if we're sitting right now at 37.5, we're way up here. Right, so we're going to look at a bull put spread below 35. That means you could sell the 35s, the 34s, 33s, anywhere down below that level. CSCO also earnings, and on their earnings, they're up today, $1.91. Woohoo! All right. So that puts them at 46.30, right? So it blew through this line, just barely above that level, right? So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 45. You might want to consider this a little more aggressive. Now we have other $1, actually we have 50-cent increments on CSCO. So let me see this here. So we have 50-cent increments on CSCO. So when I said below 45, you may want to go to 44, 43.5. Somewhere down below that 45. Just caution if you go right to 45, you're pressing a little tight with that, okay? Then we go over to ICE. They got an upgrade from Bank of America. They're up right now $1.50, which puts them to 105.5. Right? So let me just pull that out a little bit. 105.5. We're still kind of inside of this range here, which is fine. We definitely need to look at splitting our levels in here. Let's go back and look at fibs on this. Yeah, this Fibonacci needs to change. We're going to pull that back. Just too big of a distance. Inside of there. All right, so now if we pull it up. Okay, and if we're sitting at 105.5, bingo. Now we're right in here, much better view. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 104. All right, I like it. Kohl's, KSS, is the next one. Kohl's is the only candidate that is down today. They had earnings. They're down on their earnings. They have an overall bearish pattern, so I am not disappointed here saying, we don't want to trade this to the downside. No, I like it down. But the pattern has been down. But we had a little pop recently. The question is, where does it come in relation now to the moving averages? That's the big thing. So we're at 28.70 right now. So if we're at 28.70, that puts us, right about there, give or take. So our lowest moving average is the 21, is at 29.15. So 27 to 32 is $5. We need to split that level in half. So we're going to add a negative 136 and a 118 in there. Okay. So now, as we're sitting at 28.70, we're going to look at our bear call spread above 30. So above $30. And again, you could take any of these trades and convert them into directional trades if you like that stock. None of them on the list. Well, one on the list is one that I will look at for that today for me. Macy's. Right? They also came out with earnings. They're up $1. Now, they're a $20 stock, $20.75. I want to get a big view of the Fibonacci. I like the pattern. I like where it's at as of the overall pattern. If we're at 20.75, we got back above that fib line, which I love. Right? So right now, based on yesterday's numbers, and that's what all this is based on, is what happened yesterday. But based on yesterday's numbers, if I'm looking at 20.75 as a stock price, I'm going to go over here and look at the delta on the put side. And I find the $18 put is trading at 56 cents. It's got a 21 delta. The $17 put is trading at 32 cents. So we're probably looking at selling a put and picking up about 32 cents for that put today, right? So what I'm looking at is you could do a bear call spread if you want to protect your downside. So let's do two things here. I mean a bull put spread. You do a bull put spread below, we're trading at 21, we'll call it, below 20, or a naked put with a delta of 20-ish. And for right now, we're looking at the 18, maybe the 17 and a half will be the strike we're looking at today. Right? Not a big move so far, but that's deteriorating time value that will be gone by mañana, tomorrow. NVDA, yes, they're on our list, always. They're one of the power option play stocks. They had earnings yesterday. They're up a whopping 66 cents. All right. I think the anticipation and the run into it took some of the wind out of their sails. They're at 159.76 right now, so they're right at that fib line. So what we're going to do is a bull put spread below 155, aggressive, and that's because the 155 is the 8 moving average. Better off, or ding ding, better off if we could go below 150. Below 150, right? Or a long option, which for me today would be a call. This is one I trade. This is one I know. This is one of my favorite stocks to trade. So yes, I'm definitely going to be looking at this as a directional trade. Sono is our last one. They had earnings come out on Sono, and they're up a whopping 61 cents right now. That puts them to $17.45. 17.5, we'll call it. So you could look at a bull put spread below 17 or a naked put. Again, we're looking for the delta of 20-ish, right? And right now, we could probably use yesterday's numbers and still be pretty close. So right here, you got the 14.5 was giving you 47 cents yesterday, right? I like it a lot. Right? So we'll look at that one as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Have a great rest of your day. You go kick some tail today. Be cautious on all of the news that's coming out, all the crazy things happening around the market. And I will see you tomorrow at our next update. Take care, folks. See you then.